Chanter-esque support that you could pit with the... I'm not even going to have a chance to talk about this. We're going in. Life is going to elect to go into this one. A perfect handshake gets him pretty low up against Cuz. His aiming is definitely trying to do damage. They isolate Closer on the top side. There's the follow-up as Life is going to go down, but Kroko might pay the price for it as the stolen Berserk comes in from level 6 Silas. Vikla making this trade go in his favor. Double kill now for aiming on the bottom side fight.
KT get the fight they want, and they're playing around this early game Silas so incredibly well. This is a very different type of the same idea we saw in game 1. KT are just like, we are the stronger mechanical team.
At this,
so KT have full control over this choke point here, and Prince gets a little bit greedy. Has grabbing him, wants to actually turn this fight as Closer comes over, but Closer doesn't have 6. Vikla just 1v1s him essentially and blows him up. Obviously has Cuz over there to help. Then this from Life is just insane to me because he knows he has to flash out and still dies, but buys just enough time for Vikla to once again close the gap here as Liv Samok's like, ooh, Mumu flashed in. Then they are flashed out, but still is in range, and they turn for just a second, which
Trailed Crash. So that is going to be more gold over to Vikla.
Yeah, just pulling them away. Don't know about this one, Kroko.
Yeah, he is going to deny any follow-up there, but there is the bandage toss. There is no Curse of the Sand Mummy, but Liv Sandbox, can he really take this trade? I'm not so sure. The bailout is on Kael, and he's obviously not going to get any takedowns as in goes Vikla. This Silas, a huge threat once again, as that will be the follow-up, and they just never stop. This is what this comp does. When they go in, they have so many ways to follow up. So we do have a bit of a trade up on the top side. Rascal here. Going to use his ult. He's looking for the damage. He is going to hit it as he walks towards the turret, but he will.
Drake's the lead here. As this call from Kroko is so greedy because Vikla's over here. They have no mid prio, and Renata's ultimate is completely dodged. Vikla misses the first chain, but he's got flash and he just cyclones it. He doesn't care.
Doesn't hit the Moonlight Vigil either. And I think fights are just being won through sheer outplays from KT.
Outplays and mechanics. So Life gets another bandage toss. It's Viego. Like, this is the perfect fight for KT.
Let's take a look at this. No needles available for Dove. It doesn't look like he's got a mist either. The Viego's got his, so in they go. Oh yeah, Vikla's here too. That doesn't seem to be fair. 3v1 as Dove does survive for quite a long period of time, but it is 3v1 at the end.
You know, if you remove the nameplates and this was like Genji versus or something, we'd be like kind of going, well, you know, this is one thing or another. This is KT versus Sandbox, and KT are just skill checking this team. The most aggressive team in the LCK in terms of fighting and skirmishes, the master of these types of fights. And, and he does end up taking them out. And like, these follow-up dives, the coordination, the defensive setup, look at where Kalista and Amumu are on the bottom side of the map during this, preparing for the dive, knowing Wukong isn't here. Vikla's here to make sure that if Wukong is there, the dive goes off without a hitch. He does, of course, just help them secure this, and when the dive comes down with the Hex Tech portal, I feel okay, actually, is stuff here, but the whole map has gone KT favored, and that's, I think, why this example doesn't work like you say, is Dove's gonna look for the flank angle here with the Hex Tech gate, but KT have prio here. It's Hex Tech soul.
Yeah, and in they go. Vikla is quote-unquote caught, but I don't think he really cares about that because it's just a bait. He's not going to lose more than half of his health, and two of them are just going to be demolished on the backside of this fight.
This series has got to be...
That's a... Ooh, he misses the shuriken, but he does have the second part of his ultimate, and the damage is insane, but the gravitum is going to lock down Rascal for quite a bit of time, as there is the follow-up. Slow Closer tries to get him, but he will get out here with the blast cone. A whole different scrap as well, as Closer is dead. There's no chance for him. He has exhaust, and that's not... He's not even going to use that. No point. Dove also caught out here. He's got a bunch of needles, but guess who's got better needles? It is Silas, generally, although he's going to miss the last half of those ones. Not going to matter, as he will just bonk him on the head with his wallet.
Got the Silas like, now it's our time. You get one fight on Elder, maybe. You probably don't, but like, you're hoping you get one fight on Elder, and like, you're hoping you get to take a fight that will not be in your favor in any way, shape, or form, even if you have prio, which you won't have. And like, just to be totally frank with everybody, this is the wallet diff here, as Vikla messed up some of those needles, as you mentioned, doesn't matter. Just to be...
But they're really trying. As here's Vikla on the right. They don't know exactly where the Viego is, as they say, okay, let's just all go in the next gate.
It's not a flank if you're all on the other side, as KT could just say, all right, we'll take the other choke points then.
They're like, let's try to confuse them. Maybe we'll win then. And KT are like, well, I guess we'll just push the lane then?
Yeah, I mean, teleport's still up for Rascal and Vikla, so the longer Liv Sandbox spend here, they just set up a 5-point defense. Look at this, while Vikla is also pushing, he can just come in. Oh, there's only a few locations he could teleport to, but this is a war of attrition. KT will win.
Rascal with the thumbs up, he's like, yeah, they're trying to do Elder Dragon, that's cute. Vikla with the easy rotation up here. Closer just going to try to come through with the wall, but immediately they are able to isolate Kyle as Prince is actually getting some damage here onto Vikla, but he is just way too tanky right now. Prince is going to go into that stopwatch, and Dove has hit a couple of them, but the answer is loud and swift here from the side of KT. Rascal will come in. They cannot get away from these two players, and they cannot get away from Cuz either, as the needles will be stolen, and that will be the end of the game.
Not a whole lot to criticize here for Liv Sandbox. They were skill checked early and often, and it's twice now. Rascal's been put on a counter pick for Dove, looking to snowball the lane. This time in the mid game, they had a composition that was better designed to make that happen. Last time they get the Lee Sin ahead, but they're playing a Zeri comp. The follow-up isn't there. This time it's Kalista, Silas, Amumu, and Viego who get several resets in that early fight around Dragon. And the rest of these highlights, these replays, they don't matter because it's all about the early game control. And the focal point for Liv Sandbox in Game 3 has to be giving Dove a safe, stable lane champion. I want to see Gragas, I want to see Ornn, maybe even Sion, because if you're allowing this team to counterpick him again, I think it's going to be a big mistake.
Okay.
Well, I know how this ends.
This is going to end with Rascal just killing everybody, and even Dove's getting in there. As, okay, they might be able to kill him, actually. They will, but the rest of the team will follow in tow as the needles, pretty nice from Dove, but too little too late. As Krako, he's just hitting the Krugs, because that's what you do when you're down this far. As now, they will end the game. And this is with the Elder Drake that they elected to go for. They weren't going to push the 3, they just regrouped. And they are going to make it happen. As down will go this inhibitor. Life's like, please don't forget me, I want to be part of the picture too.
Just a stopwatch for celebration. It's only, as I should say, been far and truly past the stopwatch era in this game. Nah. He has GA Valdez.
Almost got him.
A very one-sided game, and this is the type of game KT wanted in Game 1, but they made some massive...
오케이 노플이야 형.
앞에도 노플이야.
소식이야 소식이야.
가면 앞에도 노플. 가줄게요. 뭘 와줘. 앞에.
야 봐주자.
가까이 쪽 와줘. 달려왔어.
나도 왔어.
가고 있어.
가줘.
올게. 하나만 궁 써줘.
고엔부터 고엔.
오케이.
고엔. 3라인 끝날 듯. 왼쪽으로 제가 쫓아갈게요.
야, 다 맺게.
다행이네.
다 맺게.
가자.
나이스.